I get real tired of these people that all they do all day is, did you hear about how the SJWs ruined this movie? Did you hear about how they ruined this? And they ruined that? Well, okay, man, if they've ruined it for you, they ruined it for you. Like, it's been like this for a long fucking time. A long fucking time. And it's going to keep being like that no matter how much you bitch and moan and complain. You aren't changing fucking anything. It's so fucking annoying. It's one of the most annoying grifts there fucking is. And all they care about is their movies and their video games and shit like that. And I get it. But a lot of these movies and video games were always paused.
Sports ball 7 days a week.
That's right, buddy. So do you.
It's just a different avenue of bread and circuses.
I don't know, buddy.
So do I, buddy.
You do gamble.
You're wrong, buddy. I operate at 100% mathematical efficiency. Even when I gamble, buddy.
You do
when I gamble, buddy, it's at 100% mathematical efficiency.
But it's interesting how we have to keep bringing it up over and over again because you can't let it go because you were felted on the point previously, so you feel the need to bring it up again and again and again
buddy, it's just a
and
joke.
Derail the show.
Buddy, it's just a joke. You don't need to take it so seriously, buddy.
I'm
not trying to hurt your feelings.
I don't know, dude. Like,
buddy, it's not a big deal. It's all right if
it's
you
just,
gamble
it's just,
6 or
it's,
7 days
buddy, it's not hurting
buddy.
my feelings. Like, I know it's what you're saying. Because you're derailing a show constantly. And I'm trying to do a fucking show for people. They're trying to get through this shit.
What do you think, chat? What do you think? Chat, do you think press 1 if it's derailing the show? Or press 2 if it's adding content? You tell us,
I don't know what to tell you, man. You're just sitting there fucking screaming into a phone at a fucking speaker for like an hour straight.
Oh, and what do you know, buddy? It's all twos.
I don't know about that. It seems to be a split decision, buddy.
What do you know, buddy? Don't know.
Are you finished?
You, buddy. Yeah, I'm finished.
It's
not a big deal, buddy. I'm over it.
Okay.
Are you over it, buddy?
I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's just.
You, buddy. I love you, buddy. It's all right that you gamble 6-7 days a week on the breads and circuses. I love you nonetheless.
I don't know, dude. Like, you just want to like press about like gambling when you gamble yourself. Like,
buddy, I'm fucking with you. Like, don't take it so serious.
Well, you do try and like seriously argue to me about sports all the time. Like, it's just embarrassing.
Why so serious,
It's just embarrassing, dude.
I love you, buddy. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of done with this segment. I really don't give a shit about Andy and his fucking coping. I don't give a fuck. I've been here for fucking 4 or 5 hours listening to the ramblings of a drunk, you know, and, you know...
Who's the drunk, buddy? Is it me or you?
It is you. You're drunk.
You sure, buddy?
You're drunk.
Am I the drunk, buddy?
Yeah, you are the drunk. And it's irritating, man. And I do 4 or 5 hours of this shit constantly, and I just let you give your fucking bullshit and spew it and run your dick liquor. But I honestly get fucking tired of it sometimes, and I push back on it.
Okay, buddy. Well, I won't run my fucking quote unquote dick liquor. You know, next time I'll just stay out of the video. How about that, buddy? You think you can make the same level of content without Surfer, buddy?
I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like,
I'll just stay out of it. That's it. What do you think,
You do what you want to do, man.
One, if you want me to stay out of it, you know. 2, if Surfer makes the content. You know, if Surfer brings the content.
I don't know, dude. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
1.5, says someone. No, I'll just f off, buddy. If
well, you take it very seriously. Well, I don't know, dude. You can say all the bullshit you want, but when I push back a little bit, then it gets serious, and you're like, I'm going to quit the show.
No, I didn't say that. Like, I actually said, why so serious? And I said, you don't need to take it as such a
I just don't
deal.
understand why you have to keep derailing a show endlessly that I'm trying to get through. I'll cut you off if I want. And what will you do?
If you're not going to show me the respect, I'm not going to show you the respect. And the reality is, Ashton, without me, your show would suck.
Dude, you're delusional. That's just delusional, Surfer.
I am what fucking makes your show, buddy.
Okay, buddy. Like, that's
And
an
I'll
ego
leave.
talking. That's
I'll
an
leave
ego
if you
talking right
want,
there.
But it won't
That's
be the same
ego
without
talking
me.
right there, buddy.
And you know,
like,
not only that, but I take care of you in this household.
I
I
bet.
am the man. And you're going to
Okay,
show
buddy.
me this level of disrespect on fucking camera?
Buddy, don't be a fucking hero.
place,
Buddy, don't be a
buddy.
fucking hero.
No,
don't be
you
a
don't
fucking
fucking hero, buddy.
Are you fucking being serious? What do you think's gonna happen?
What, are you going to try to fight me?
What are you doing?
When I take
What
care
are
of
you
you?
talking about, buddy?
I'm
Like,
not
what fucking
fight
world
you.
are you living
I
in?
already said I love you, brother. And you're going to fucking try
You're
to
drunk.
press me?
You're drunk. I'm sober. Calm down.
You want to know how much longer I'm going to take care of you and be your father?
Are you
and literally
okay?
direct you in life and pay
Surfer,
for you
are
to
you
live
okay?
and cook for you and clean up after you when you
You're
shit
drunk.
on the toilet every day?
Dude, you're
when
drunk.
you shit on the fucking toilet seat and I have to clean it up after you because you
So
don't
you
know
clean
how to
up
take
my
care
shit
of
like
yourself?
a bitch?
Okay, buddy. Well, you can move out then. That's fine.
Okay, buddy, you're a tough
That's enough
man.
of that.
What the f*** are you doing? You can't even shut off a stream, you fucking drunk.
Oh, I'm drunk, buddy.
So here we have RJ calling the police.
I just need him gone. He's just threatening me again. You know, he said he's moving out in the morning. You know, but he's just threatening me again. You know, I just
Okay,
need
dude.
him gone.
How did he assault you?
No.
He just came up to me. He just
Like,
came up
what
to
are
me.
you talking about,
And
dude?
and
You're
he
wasting
said,
everyone's
he
time.
said he was gonna f me up. He came up to me right in my face.
Dude, like,
and
what
said,
are you
"What do
talking
wanna
about?
do?
You're having a
What do you
meltdown.
want to do?"
So he threatened you, but did he assault you?
No, he didn't actually hit me because I've walked out and called the police because I need him gone. I
What a
don't want it to
crybaby
get to
you
that
are.
point.
You know everybody's gonna see this and think you're a loser.
Yes. I let him sleep on my couch.
I'm on the lease for the apartment.
No, you're
Call
not.
the landlord. I'm leaving in the morning, dude. Like,
What's your name?
what is your problem?
My name's Robert Finley.
You're such a little bitch. Like, for real, dude. This is sad.
You're 2B.
This is the big bad surfer.
I'm in 2B.
calling the police for
Buddy,
not
I don't
an
want to have a
assault.
problem with you. I want you out
Buddy,
of my
I'm
fucking
leaving
house.
in like a few hours. I'm calling my
Buddy, you
brother. I
just
would already
threatened
be
me.
out. I didn't threaten you. You were being a dick.
Buddy,
and
you
now
just
you're calling
walked
the
up into my
police.
face
What a
and
crybaby.
said you're a little
You know, this is
bitch. What are you
Surfer's
gonna
big
do?
bad reputation.
Robert,
This is crazy.
His name's Ashton Parks. Ashton Joel
I've done
Parks.
nothing wrong, so good luck. My name is on the lease.
I don't
like,
care. I just want you gone so you
You're
don't
such a
threaten me again.
crybaby.
That's it.
This is crazy. Like, are you really gonna send officers here to waste their time? I'm leaving
I
in the
don't want
morning.
to waste the officer's time. It's just you
Dude.
just threatened me, Ashton.
Dude, I didn't threaten you. You're
You
crazy.
did. You
You're
stood
acting
in my
crazy.
face and threatened me with violence.
Dude, you're acting crazy. Like,
It's
the
not
police are
alright.
gonna come here. It's gonna be a waste of their time. They're gonna say, "Sleep it off, boys. He's leaving in the morning," and that's gonna be the resolution.
Buddy,
You can't act like
I'm just
this.
trying to eat something and go to bed.
Dude,
and you just
you're
got in my
wasting
face and
everybody's
threatened me.
time. I'm leaving in the morning. Like,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
Okay. You have a bedroom there?
I do.
Yeah. Go in the bedroom and close the door.
I can't lock the door.
I didn't say that. I said go in the bedroom and close the door. I'll talk with officers tomorrow when they're available. You guys can stay away from each other until the officers get there.
Well, as soon as I get in the house, I'm scared he's gonna threaten me again.
I'm not gonna do anything, dude. Like, get real. I can't believe he actually did it. Notice I'm still in the apartment and he is not. Surfer, are you here? You here, buddy? You called the cops. Are you here? Oh no, you're not. Oh no, you're not, buddy. You're not here. You're not here, buddy. Because the police thought you were fucking nut bar. Nut bar. That's the fucking reality of it, dude. I cannot believe my best friend in the whole world, a man I've been through thick and thin with, decided, because he's a pussy, that he would call the police like a snitch, when this man will tell you the police are that he'll tell you the police are for wearing masks. Both officers came in with masks. This man had to have a female cop wearing a mask save his life because it was threatened. How was it threatened? I'm just going to give you guys the full disclosure on this. This will be the last stream from this apartment. It will be. It will be. What you saw last night is the final stream with Surfer and me. Am I going to say bad things about Surfer? Not really. Other than what he did with calling the police and snitching was unacceptable. He will regret that. That's just the facts. He will regret having done that because I don't know about you guys, but that's a pretty low thing to do. I told him I was going to leave anyway because I don't want to fight him. I've fought him before. I've whipped his ass 3 different times. He doesn't want any. He doesn't want any. And if he wants to actually come and throw hands with me, he can anytime, any place, anywhere. He will not because he knows what the outcome will be. How did this happen? We do the show. There's a bit of a testy ending, right? He goes to bed crying, literally crying, tears streaming down his face, drunk as a skunk at 2 a.m. I start packing my shit because at this point I'm like, honestly, the guy is not, he's not who he once was. That's all I'll say. He's not who he once was, and that's a shame. And it's very sad. It's very sad. I don't want to say too much bad about the man. I love Surfer. You know? I spent years of my life with this guy. He was my brother. My brother. But he wakes up at 5 a.m. as I'm packing. He puts on music that he knows I don't like. I sit down at the computer and I put my headphones on and listen to something else. He tells me that I have to take the headphones off and listen to what he wants me to listen to. And I said, Surfer, buddy, you're not my daddy. You can't order me around like that. And at that point, he escalated it. I stood up, I got in his face. You know? He's like, well, if you don't take your headphones off, I'm going to beat your ass. Okay. Stood up. Looked him in the eyes. What are you going to do? The most shameful thing. Takes his phone, calls the cops. The same police that will persecute him for COVID, that will force him to be vaccinated, he called on his best friend in the world. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. But here's the thing. Should I keep it behind closed doors? Yeah, I should. But you have a right to know why the show is not going to be continuing in the current format that it is. I wish it could. But it can't. It's rare I'm ever at a loss for words. But I never, ever thought I would see the day where Surfer, such a rebel, such a badass, such a man, calls out to a female police officer for help because he's scared. And he's not here. I will still make videos for you guys. The show existed before Surfer. It existed during our friendship, which someday I hope we will be friends again. But right now, the tension is too sharp between us. I believe that watching sports is not sinful. He told me that watching sports is a sin. I will not tell people lies about the Bible, at least not knowingly. I will try my best to adhere to that standard. We've clashed on this in the past. It came through during the stream. It has nothing to do with the gambling. It has everything to do with his belief that sports ball is a sin because it's bred in circuses. I believe that there are many bred in circuses that he participates in, that he would admit he participates in, and it's hypocritical. That's my view. At this point, every time I have a disagreement with this man, he believes that he is the voice of God, and he threatens to evict me, which he has no legal right to do, considering I'm on the lease. I'm leaving anyway, because it's not worth it. If we're going to be in conflict and clashing like this, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And look, it wasn't for me that he brought this up. It's he kept bringing it up, and he wouldn't move on from it. And it is what it is. It is what it is. He does drink all the time. You know, look, I have drinks too. I'm not perfect. But I'm never going to sit up here and tell you guys, I am your role model. I am not your role model. Okay? I am a deeply flawed man. Just a man. With an opinion on the internet. Okay? Don't look to me as your God. If I say something that you like and you agree with, good. If I say something you dislike, you disagree with, that's fine also. But don't look to me as your hero, your idol, your God. All I've ever tried to do with this channel is to make people have fun, to have a good time. I do talk about moral values and things like that, but I try and keep the preachiness to a minimum on my channel. Because I think people have heard enough of the preachiness, and some people just want to have fun. Me and Surfer have a fundamental difference in philosophy. I believe the streams are about you having fun. He believes that we are spreading the word of God. In a certain sense, we are spreading the word of God. But I honestly, my first priority is fun. And through having fun and having a good time, maybe you'll learn something that helps you in life. That's what I believe. What's interesting, and this is all I'll say, is I tend to, in my honest opinion, present the more serious perspective to the stream, and he presents more of the fun to the stream. I don't think he sees it that way, but I think that's in actual fact what it is. But so it's weird because our philosophies are so different, but we do cross purposes, you know? It's just a real shame. I would have preferred, honestly, if he would have just squared up like a man. I understand he'll snitch and he'll take that statement to the police because he's a snitch. He's proven that he's a snitch, unfortunately, and a coward. It's just a shame it had to come to this. So, what is the future of the channel? There will be videos. I will be putting stuff out. For the guys I have commitments to with regards to the anime rooms, anime reviews and stuff, I will finish them. I'm sorry that Surfer will not be a part of them. I wish that he could be. Understand that this was not my decision. Understand that I did not want this to happen. And someday I hope that he realizes that I do love him, even though I disagree with him some. I think it's come to the point where he cannot tolerate any form of disagreement from me because he believes he's been enlightened by God to have the truth. And that anything I say is subversion, and that's just not the case. I'm sorry, RJ, that I didn't just hug you last night. Sorry about that. But at a certain point, when you're belligerently drunk and you're belittling me, and I felt being disrespectful, and I'm sober, I'm on edge, okay? I'm trying to run a show. Tech isn't working right. I lost my temper. How was that met? It was met with a threat that I would be evicted. I will not live like that. I'm sorry, I will not. And that's all there really is to it. But I think if it wasn't tonight, I wish it didn't happen on the stream. But if it wasn't last night, it would have been some other night, unfortunately. And he said some things that are nasty, and I'm sure he'll say a lot of nasty things. You know, he'll tell you about how I was unbearable to live with, how I was a bad roommate, all sorts of things. Just understand that he was not a picnic to live with either every day. Okay? That's all I'll say. You know, we both have very strong personalities. Sometimes they clashed. Thanks, Hemi. I will find the best fish in the sea or whatever the I know this video is kind of depressing and kind of gay. It is what it is. I don't know how else to do it. I don't know how else to break the news that it is no more. It is finished. I hope I didn't say too many things that were too mean to the man. I just tried to speak reality. At least the way I saw it. You can say I lashed out, he called me out on my gambling, but guys, it's not about that. It's about other stuff. And that was just the catalyst for it to take off. You can make your own decisions on who was right, who was wrong. I don't really care. I'll be honest. You guys decide what you want. I encourage you to go subscribe to his channel if he wants to continue making content. You know, go follow him on Telegram. It's Real Drunken Surfer. Go follow him if you want to watch Surfer. I don't want to deprive you of Surfer. I tried to give you guys a lot of Surfer recently. And maybe that was the mistake. Maybe I put us on screen. I put him on screen too much. And it led to an inevitable conflict. If that was the case, you know, that's a mistake that I have to live with. But what can you do? I know people enjoyed Surfer. I enjoyed Surfer. He was my very best friend. He's still my friend. Even if he doesn't think I'm his friend. Even if he thinks I'm a douchebag for making this video. What can you say? It's funny how it always with these celebs and stuff like that, there's fallings out. But we weren't celeb friends, we were real friends. Okay? I slept with that guy in a van in the freezing winter cold, knocking doors, trying to make it. How it ends is him calling the police because he's threatened by his best friend. You know, I fought the guy and I could have hurt him real bad, and I never hurt him bad. I never hurt him bad. Do you know that? I could have beat him so bad. I could have beat him pillar to post. I never did. I never did. Can say I'm confessing to crimes. It's reality. It's reality. Do what you want to do, guys. Do what you want to do, guys. However you want to judge this, however you want to take this, it's up to you. It's up to you. But I think the next project for me is going to be a Nick Fuentes documentary. I owe you guys some coverage on Nick Fuentes, going over the Civil War with Culture War Criminal. And so I'll work on that project, and that'll be edited, and I can put that together. So far as Punt the Gunt is concerned, that was supposed to happen today. That will not be happening today, but I will continue to lose weight. I will continue to get healthier. And the only thing I'm going to criticize him for, really, the only thing I think was really wrong that he did was calling the cops. Because it's a betrayal of his whole worldview. Straight up. I lost so much respect for him to go to be a cop caller like that, to be a snitch, when he will tell you straight to your face that anybody who's a police is a pig, they're enforcing the mask mandate. He let masked cops into this house to try and evict me. I'm still here, and I'm leaving of my own free will. There's no order that I have to leave. And it is what it is, man. He chose this. I did not choose this. I want you guys to understand. If this could have been avoided, I really tried my best to get along with him. Could have done more, maybe. But I really tried, you know. I really did try. And I hope when he sees this, she will, you know, he doesn't lash out at me too badly. Because I don't want to have a big fight with him in public. But I owe you guys, because you've been a big part of my life for the last number of years. And I want you to know why you won't be getting what you want. And I always want to give you guys what you want. But I can't. So the show is going to be with just me for a while. That's fine. We did the show alone for a long time. And we'll continue to do the show. Gahul will do the 5 Pounds of Gunt show when everything is settled down. Hopefully we can do that regularly. But the show will continue. I won't be going anywhere. And I have a place to go. You know, I'm not homeless. I'm not broke. I'll be fine. I'm not going to ask you guys for money. I'm not going to beg you guys for money or for support. I've never been about that. I've never been about that. And hopefully I will never be about that. If it came to it, you got to do what you got to do. But that's not what I'm about. Look, I'd like to work it out, Mark Serve, but I don't think at this time that's possible. I do not have I do not have any respect for his behavior last night. To try and order me around like that, like a tyrant, to tell me to take off headphones and listen to his bullshit, to f***ing be that disrespectful and then to call the police. I can't abide that. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. I hope he's fine. I wish him well. I wish him well. I don't wish any ill will upon him. I don't want to be negative. But it's a negative video. It's a negative video. It is. It hurts me to make it. And look, if there's enemies out there that want to try and use this against me or against Surfer, you do what you gotta do, okay? I've always had enemies. I've always been a fighter. And it's just game on. It's just game on with the enemies as usual. With Ralph. I'm sure Ralph's celebrating this. I'm sure he is. Good on you, Ralph. Good on you, buddy. Good on Gator. Good on Fuentes. They're smiling. They're smiling about this. But I'll always be back. You know, and we just can't worry about it. At the end of the day, the show goes on. At least I'm not fucking trying to tell you guys I'm your leader and I'm your king and I'm your God. And my word is gospel, and you need to obey me, and you need to give me money. Thank God I'm not. Thank God I'm not like that. Thank God I am not like that. And the final thing, look, don't drink, and don't gamble. Okay? How about that? Don't do either of those things. It'd be better if you didn't do them. Okay? It'd be better if you didn't do them. It would be better. But we're weak. The flesh is weak. I don't know if anybody has any questions at this time. I will be open and honest with you guys with any sort of sincere questions for the next 5 minutes or so. And then I'm going to be gone for a little while. I don't know when the next upload will probably be sometime this week. I hope. But, you know, I just got to get resituated, reoriented. It is what it is. Will there ever be another co-host or anything like that? I don't know. I mean, maybe Croc will come back. You know, Croc used to be here. I don't really want to bring him into this shit, though. Motherfuckers are so crazy in this shit. Well, I really appreciate what... I won't say that, but... I have a place to stay. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Don't lose sleep about me. I'm an adult man. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't you worry about me. Would I go on the kill stream to this? No. Where is Surfer right now? He's chilling with at his parents or whatever. He will continue on here. I will not. I will not. So next time you see me, it will be a change of scenery. Am I moving to Siberia? I don't know. Maybe this is the start of Juice and PPP teaming up. Maybe this is the start of PPP on the run in Eastern Europe. There was no fight physically. There was no, we did not touch each other. Nothing. In the past, we have had fights. Over the years, on a few different occasions. And Surfer would tell you, as he's told you in chat before, I did get the better of them. But I'm 3 times the guy's size, so it's not really fair. Do I have any pre-recorded videos with Surfer that I never put out? No, but I think, honestly, I do think he will make content. I think he is passionate about his ideas and his worldview. And I think you will see videos from him at some point. I just won't be in them, okay? But, you know, Surfer told you guys last night he was the show. He was the draw. He made me. If that's the case, you know, good on him. Good on him. I don't want to be disparaging to the guy, but when I saw him call the police, run and call, I couldn't, and I just said, you know what, I couldn't live with myself if the audience didn't see what this guy has become. And I'm glum about it. It was some, what song was it? It was some bullshit Don Cherry song with like the tribal chanting and shit and the gongs. And like, I just find it grating to listen to because it's so repetitive. And he was trying to force me to listen to it because he knows I don't like it and it bothers me. And I'm just not going to let some guy tell me what to do in that way. The fact he thinks he has that type of authority over me is completely whacked and completely delusional. But he'll tell you, you know, a whole story about how I owe him everything. He knows the truth, okay? His worldview, which is so precious to him, he would not have if it wasn't for me. In some ways, it might be to his detriment that he has that worldview, but in a lot of ways, it's positive for him. So as much as he can say, PPP never did anything for me, PPP used me, PPP is a douchebag, it's water off a duck's ass because I know who I am and what I stand for. And you guys know. You know who I am and what I am. And I've never been ashamed of what I am. Never, ever, ever have I ever been ashamed of what I am. Sometimes I regret a certain action, but I've always been what I am. His channel is Drunken Surfer. Go subscribe to it. But so far as our time together, it is at an end. But I hope, you know, if he has a message that you want to hear, that you go and check out his channels, his Telegram, @RealDrunkenSurfer. I don't think he has a Twitter. It might be King Finkelstein or something. If the Drunken Surfer YouTube channel is what is it? It's got the gender fluid land whales on it. All that shit. If he is in chat, that's fantastic. Watch the stream from the beginning, buddy. But at this point, there's nothing really to say. It's just sad it had to end this way, but I think I owed you guys an explanation on why we will not be working together any longer. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next show. Hopefully, things aren't so glum at that time. I hope Coach makes a video on this. I would enjoy very much if Coach felted me for this. If anybody wants to make their hot take, shitting on me, saying I'm the bad guy, make your video. Make your video, take your shot now. This is your chance, your big chance. Take your shot now. Take your shot now. Oh boy. Okay. We'll see you guys on the next show. Have a good one.